everyone, welcome to Shruti Decodes. I hope you all are doing very well. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever met someone in your workspace who speaks very less, talks very less, but when they speaks, they tends to speak very precisely and everyone tends to listen. When they walks into a room, everyone might want to give them due respect. But why? How everyone is being captured by their presence? Why is everyone being fascinated by their aura? What is this ability called? What is attracting them? This ability of capturing one's mind merely not just with words but by their presence is known as the ability of executive presence. So today in this session, I'll cover what executive presence is all about, what it means, why it matters, and how it can shape your career path. So let's get started. What exactly is executive presence? Executive presence is not about wearing fancy clothes, not about wearing expensive clothes or carrying a big job title. But executive presence is having to make people trust in yourself, about your behavior, about your assurance of communication, how they can trust you. So this is what executive presence's impact is. Executive presence is a constitution of three pillars. The first one is how do you carry yourself, how calm you are, what body language do you carry in front of others, how do you behave. So this how well your posture is, how do you carry yourself. The second one is how well do you communicate. What is your pitch? What is your tone? What are the words that you are using? What are your facial expressions? Your verbal communication, your non-verbal communication. So how well you carry yourself, how well you communicate, and the third and the most important one, how do you make other people feel in your presence? What aura you are emerging, what aura you are emitting to them that make them to feel trust in you, gain trust in yourself. So three things: how do you carry yourself, how well do you communicate, and how well or what do you make others feel in your presence is about executive presence. So executive presence is not about being loud. It is about being credible, calm, composed, and especially clear. So let's just say, let's take one example. There's a lash in a company. There are some discrepancies that has occurred, and everyone in a meeting rambling upon each other, blaming upon each other, and out of nowhere one person stands out and addresses that let's just focus on the need of an hour. Let's get back to the process and come to the solution for the problem instead of blaming and rambling on each other. And the air fills with silence, the room settles. Why? This is merely because of executive presence. He has depicted himself as a leader when he is not. People would see him aspirational because of his aura, because of his presence, because of the intelligence and the ability to address the situation, the need of an hour, without flowing into what others have taken into the loop, rambling, blaming. So this is what executive presence can impact in your professional life. Another example I would give is, for example, a newbie intern comes in and joins a company. She speaks very less, she talks very less, but when she speaks thoughtfully. She asks thoughtful questions. She has attention to details, has developed professionalism. She's a newbie, being a fresher, but has also gained the trust from her managers. So in 1 to 2 months, suppose because of her presence, because of her aura and her conduct, her managers gradually trust her with client calls. in such a short period of time. Why? Because of executive presence. So, executive presence is not just about age or position, it is about maturity, professionalism that one carry. And this is how it can impact a career also. Only certifications, degrees are not essential. Company wants you to see how well do you carry yourself, conduct yourself, and what aura that you emit to other people, what appeal do you make to other people. So this is the company's perception.